What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck gameplay video for you guys today, and I had Forza Horizon V requested of me. Didn't own it on Steam yet, but I figured screw it. I like driving games, and I like Forza. Haven't actually been able to play it in a while because I've been playing so many other games, so I figured, hey, it'd be kind of fun to play it in bed or before bed on my Steam Deck. It's kind of what I use this thing for, mostly a before bed kind of activity device. Play a bunch of games, play some Elden Ring, some Batman, maybe some Forza 5, but that's only if it can handle it. So I went and just bought the, standard edition, figured I'd have fun with it and only use cars that they give me or I win. I'm not going to buy any cars at all, ever. That's just how I'm gonna play this. Obviously, you guys aren't gonna see me play the whole thing like that, but I just figured I'd share. Just fun info. But now, let's hop into the game and look at some settings and run some benchmarks. Well, alright, we are in the settings, and as usual, we're gonna pump it up to the max, even though I don't think this is gonna go very well, even at this low resolution, but here's the extreme presets. So let's just scroll through. Might be a little hard to see, but there's all the settings. So now let's go run a benchmark and see if it can even do 30 FPS with these settings. Which a game like this, I'd prefer closer to 60 because it's a driving game, but hey, you can want all you want, and it doesn't necessarily mean you're gonna get it. So let's run the benchmark and see how she does. Well, alright, I had an interesting time getting this to work. Every time I tried to run the benchmark on extreme, it wouldn't. It just crashed to desktop. So I started thinking, oh, well, maybe it can't run extreme. And then I tried running at anything else, no matter what, it was crashing. I was like, well, that's stupid. But if you click the little cog wheel and delete Proton files, you'll have to sign in again. But then it let me in. I'm just hoping that I don't have to do that every time I exit the game, because I think after this benchmark, it restarts. So I'm hoping I don't have to re-sign in and it goes back to crashing when I go to get you guys some gameplay. Even though this is going to be horrible, because as you can see, we achieved 21 FPS, and we were GPU limited by a lot, and our average latency was off the charts. And see, and look, now it crashed. So I just don't think it can handle extreme. That's what I'm starting to think. But at least it ran the benchmark. We're not even going to bother getting any gameplay, because 21 FPS is shit. So let's tone it down and see if it still crashes and does all this other stuff, because it might just not be a feasible game to play on the Steam Deck, just kind of like Smite was, just in a different way. So let's tone it down and see if we can actually get some benchmarks and some gameplay in, or if this is off or not. Well, alright, Ultra benchmark is all done, and we got 26 this time, so let's see if I can get done talking about it before it crashes to desktop, and also get a little gameplay this time. Didn't even bother with Ultra, but I think that's good enough. You can see all the settings and everything I ran, I'm hoping. There's not glare or anything, so. Funny thing though, look at that latency. It's well over 1 million, but let's restart and try and run the game and actually get some gameplay. Well, alright, it let me load into the game. Let's see if it crashes or does anything goofy. We're right at the beginning, and we're on Ultra, so it's probably not gonna get great FPS or anything, because benchmark said we weren't going to. So let's at least just get ourselves a little bit of gameplay in here, and then we'll tone her down, get some more benchmarks. Hopefully we got enough battery though. We only got 42% battery. I don't know if we got enough battery to even do all that. So yeah, as you can see, we are not even getting 30 FPS, so I personally would not enjoy playing like this, but it is what it is. Oh, there is traffic, huh?
Making new friends, eh? You go enjoy yourself. I have to go make another delivery.
Alright, this is much more my style.
Drop zone approaching. Lovely day for a drive.
Whoa. That was a little strange. It like dropped me sideways. Usually it drops me right on the road, but hey, whatever. We're on the road now, and that's what matters. And I'm not used to driving outside my car like this, but I figured I would at least do that because it's probably harder to run than just being on the nose.
Keep going.
Well, hello there. Oh, that sucked.
There's no other way around. You've got to go through it.
Well, alright though. I'm gonna finish up this little prequel thing where they just show you how to play the game, and then we'll move on to the next graphics setting. Alright, now we're gonna check out some high settings here. Let's just cruise through them real fast here. Run a benchmark, because I mean, if it ran Ultra benchmark and let me get through the whole beginning of Ultra, I see no reason why it would start crashing and doing goofy shit now. But now that I said that, it's probably gonna jinx myself, but alright, back to the top, and it's right on the benchmark, so let's run it. Alright, benchmark for high is all done, so there is all of the different things that entails again right there if you want to look at it, and we achieved 40 FPS this time. It always says our latency is millions, but it's not. It seems pretty damn smooth, honestly, considering we're not getting 60, but the frame times are anyway. So now, let's hop into the game and see how that runs. I'm not gonna lie, it seems kind of like the steering is a little off. Well, we're definitely doing a lot better on high, but still not exactly perfectly playable as far as I'm concerned. But still much better than Ultra, and way better than Extreme, which wouldn't even run, so that's pretty cool. Alright. Keep on driving down this road for a little bit. Also have to just slow down. You can't go 80 around corners and stuff. That's just not realistic. But you can power slide a little around them. Out of my way. Well, at least I'm driving lots of roads. Oh yeah, I also have to probably go mess with other driver aids too. Maybe there's something turned on in there that's fucking with my steering. So many discovered areas. Alright. Now why don't we move on to the next graphics setting? Alright, now time for some medium presets, so let's just cruise through them real fast here. It's probably a little hard to read them because of the stupid white balance, but hopefully you can make them out. Alright, and we're back up at the top, so now let's go run that benchmark and see how she does. Okay, benchmark's all done running on medium, and this time we got 50 FPS, so a little bit better, but we're still not quite hitting that 60. Hoping low will get us there, but maybe not. I might have to turn on dynamic resolution or whatever that is to get my 60. Then I'll be playing under the resolution of the thing, but I'd rather have 60 FPS in a racing game like this. So, who knows? Maybe I can mess with some settings too and get a decent looking picture. But let's hop into the game and see how that does. But first, I'm gonna go charge the deck up, because it's only got 10% battery. And that is not quite enough for us to get through the remainder of the other two things, getting gameplay for this and for low. And there might be very low, I don't even know. So, alright guys. Now we're on medium, so let's get ourselves a little medium gameplay in now. Huh. Almost sounds like there's sound clipping. I don't like that. I have crashed into you. We have made it. Oh yeah, that's right. I think they make me race a fucking plane or some shit. Or what are they doing? What am I doing? Oh, it's bikes? Yep, I think this is against the dirt bikes. I distinctively remember that car.
I'm not completely sure what your next showcase opponent is planning. Said he had a few surprises in the hold of that cargo.
A few surprises, huh? Well, let's go see what's what. From a plane. There is a temple. Sound probably is just doing that because of the dang weird frame rate. We're going to 60 down to 40 and the exact kind of shit I don't like. So this is probably going to be a game that we're going to have to play on low if we want anywhere close to a consistent 60, maybe even very low.
Now it's a race, Horizon. Superstar driver versus daredevil bikers. Who you got?
Man, it wouldn't turn. That's right, I still have to mess with the settings. I don't like driving in this game in manual or automatic mode. I like manual. But whatever, we're just getting footage right now. I can do all that later. But it's not helping me win, so I'm going to lose. Since I can't steer properly. Oh well, no big deal. But anyway, why don't we move on? Alright, moving down to low. So let's just look at all the low settings real quick, and this is what it also says we should run. The game itself, anyway. So just cruise down through all of them. It's probably hard to see because of the stupid whiteness. It's hard to get white menus with cameras. on screens. I mean, unless I sat here and did this every 5 seconds. But that would be annoying, so. Now let's go run that benchmark. All right, benchmark's all done. And this is low, which is the suggested preset, and it did much better. Stutter count was 0. Even the average latency wasn't 999 million or whatever the hell it was before, and we still almost hit 60. So very low will probably get us an average of 60 something, probably like 62, 63, just a guess. But let's hop into the game and see how it does. Well, here we go.
Finally, Haley got me a driver.
We're in low now. And as you can see, we still get lots of frame drops. But this is a lot better than it was before, a lot more playable.
Just earned a
Oop.
skill point.
That's awesome. You have earned a skill point for creating a head-on collision. Well, alright.
Use your skill point here to unlock perks.
For a second, I was like, oh shit, is it crashing? Because we haven't had any more crashes or anything like that either, so.
Skill points can be
Ever since I
spent on
deleted the
any
Proton
driver.
files the first time. So if anybody's having trouble with, oops, went too far, break. Alright, so there's that.
Arrived at your destination.
So now that we're close by that, let's just hang out by there. Crash into that guy's fence. Let's get a little bit more footage in the cool Corvette, because it's probably going to put us in a Volkswagen or something. Not that those aren't also cool, but... Actually, I don't really want to go into the dust storm or sandstorm or whatever you want to call it either. And then why it's getting stuck at 60 when I have VSync off is another puzzler. Oh, there's a frickin' XP thing. Is it like up on the roof of that thing, or is it just around? Yes, it is on the roof. Of course it's on the roof. Why wouldn't it be on the roof? They make you work for those sometimes. But at least we found it for later. Oh, that one I can get.
Hey, amigo.
There we go. We smashed a bonus board.
An XP board.
And
The Horizon team have
with
been
that,
all over Mexico.
why don't we go ahead and drop the settings down to the lowest settings. And then I think there's like dynamic resolution, and I might want to try that too, but I could be thinking of Forza Horizon 4, so don't hold me to that one yet. But we'll at least do very low, because I know that exists. Alright, let's have a look at the very low settings now. And since it likes to do that, I'm just going to sit here, and as we scroll through, if I see it go like that, I'm just going to keep tapping the freaking thing so you guys can keep seeing it. Because I'm tired of things doing that. Alright, back to the top. So, why don't we go ahead and run a quick benchmark. Well, alright guys, we achieved 59 this time, no stutters again. We're 96% GPU limited still, so we still are going to get little drops here and there, under 60, but hopefully we won't be going all the way down to 47 anymore, and I don't think I saw that happening this time. So, why don't we go, let this restart, and hop in and see some actual gameplay. Well, now we're on very low. So yeah, FPS is kind of all over the place. And it does have some kind of rendering thing. And it seemed that I accidentally had FPS, even though I had VSync off, I just had the frame rate on 60 the whole time. I thought I flipped that over to unlocked. But then I went back and looked at the footage and it was like, nope. Well, we managed to get around that corner. Man, I've already driven 40 roads. Shit, doesn't take long, does it? That did not go the way I was hoping. Ha! I'm not on a road. Roads driven. That's just funny. Oh, that's too fast. But alright, why don't we move on and check out some of that dynamic resolution, or resolution scaler more like. It's not dynamic resolution, it's just a resolution scaler. So let's go try one out. Alright, real quick, just want to show you guys we're doing unlocked frame rate now and ultra quality resolution scaling. So no VSync or anything like that. And then I figured for fun, let's bump it back up to low instead of very low. Maybe now it can handle that, who knows. So you've already seen the low settings, so there's no point in looking at those again. So let's just run the benchmark, and then I'll try to remember what it got before. I think it got like 58 or something like that on low. So let's see if it can do over that now. Well, alright. We got 65, so we at least averaged over 60. So that is good. You can see the rest of the bar graphs and whatnot up there. But we're back to getting lots of average latency. So that's lame. Don't know what that's all about. Probably something to do with a Vulkan or DirectX to Vulkan. But whatever. Why don't we go ahead and get some gameplay in. Back in the game. So we've pretty much got the resolution scaler on ultra quality. They say it's AMD CAS, so it's not FSR. But as you can see, we still drop under 60 from time to time. But it is what it is. This might just not be a game where you can do 60 all the time, no matter what. And if we get a little bit, I'm not going to sit here and get too much footage like this. But it definitely seems to work. I really wish that it wouldn't lag the sound like that, though. It does not do that on my PCs. And it's not like it's the frame rate going like well under 60, because it's not doing that all the time, or every time it happens. So I don't think that's got anything to do with it. It's got to probably have something to do with Linux stuff, probably, but hopefully it can be fixed eventually. Don't hit the house, don't hit the house, don't hit the house. We didn't hit the house. Ooh, I discovered yet another area. How fun. Okay, Now, let's turn that off and see if FSR on the Steam Deck works. And compare that to that, and then I think that'll be just about it. Alright, so now I have turned off the game's rendering scaling thing, and now we're going to use the Steam Deck's FSR and actually see if it does anything or not. So now I'm going to run a benchmark. It's just on low, so we don't have to go through those settings again. I really hate how it keeps on making all the white go crazy, white balance and all. But let's run that benchmark. Yes. Alright, we averaged 62 FPS on low this time instead of 58. But that could have been because I didn't have the freaking stupid thing unlocked, or the FPS unlocked. So I don't know if that was that's fault or what, but it seems like it's doing a little something. So let's go get a little teensy bit of footage. Well, here we are one last time with the Steam Deck's FSR on. Honestly, don't know if it's actually doing anything or even working, but we'll get a little gameplay in anyway, and you guys can make your calls on whether or not it's working. I don't really think it's actually doing anything. I was told it works in every game by some people, and then other people say it doesn't work in every game, so I just don't know. Hey, I didn't slide off a corner for once. I crashed into that guy head on though. That was pretty cool. Man, I keep passing all these signs I should be hitting, but whatever. I can go back and grab them all later tonight. No big deal. I don't know if I mentioned it or not, but this game's also running off the SD card. So I don't know if that has maybe something to do with some of my stuff, but I don't think so. I don't think my SD card I got slow enough to really make the game not run good. It's faster than a hard drive. And I think people play this game, some people have. I played 4 on a hard drive, and that didn't mess with it at all. That was silky smooth. Just loading times took fucking forever. That was annoying. Every race took forever to load. That was no fun. But that's back when I used to have a 1 terabyte, or no, it was a 4 terabyte hard drive in my main computer. I have since removed it and replaced it with a 4 terabyte SSD. Just a SATA one, because it's just mostly for storage and a little bit of games. Well, that was fun. But alright, I think that is more than good enough, so why don't we go ahead and wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that is it for Forza Horizon 5, and it handled it pretty good. A little better than I was expecting. I figured it was going to struggle to get over 30 FPS on all settings, but we got close to, we got over 60 most of the time. We just can't always stay over 60, it seems. So, might be best to just set it down to like 45 or something like that. I don't know if I can take that, but I'll have to experiment tonight, and I can probably mess with the settings a little more. That's what I like about this thing. You can experiment, you can mess with settings, and you can get the experience hopefully the way you like it. But anyway, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and until the next one, peace out, guys.